Sally Kellerman said about the nominees for Best Performance by a Supporting Actor?
Yeah, of course, Gene. It was the first time for every one of them. And here we go again.
Right. Every nominee for the Best Performance by an actress in a supporting role is also up for the first time.
Right. And that, too, has never happened before. The history-making nominees are Ellen Burstyn in The Last Picture Show,
Barbara Harris in Who is Harry Kellerman and Why is he saying those terrible things about me?
Cloris Leachman in The Last Picture Show,
Margaret Leighton in The Go-Between,
and Anne Margaret in Carnal Knowledge.
and the winner is?
Yahoo. Wow. Okay. The winner is Cloris Leachman in The Last Picture Show.
I'm having an amazing life, and it isn't over yet. Remember when Ben Johnson said in The Last Picture Show, "I've fought all my life against," whatever he said, and I feel I've fought all my life against cliches, and look at me, I'm a hopeless cliche. I can't thank anybody. I feel that we all are part of each other, that we've all contributed and we work together and we're all the same people. And I love you all for all the experiences I've had, except that I want to say to Cornelia Williams Hurlbut, my first piano teacher, and Rose Lorenz, my dancing teacher in Des Moines, and my father, Buck Leachman, who paid the bills. Wait a minute. And finally, my mother, whose imagination and funny sense of humor and almost Walter Mitty life herself led to all of this. And I am deeply honored. Thank you.
To present the award for the best performance by an actor in a supporting role, the nurse from MASH, whom you will soon see in The Last of the Red Hot Lovers, Sally Kellerman, and the star of Man in the Wilderness and the soon-to-be-released Bloomfield, concert artist and a great friend, Richard Harris.
In my country, practically everybody puts a bob or two or a shilling on a sporting event. Myself, I like the long shots, but I can't think of a bookie who might have taken my bet on what is going to happen here tonight.
What Mr. Harris is trying to tell you is that never before have all 5 nominees for the Best Supporting Actor been nominated for the very first time.
And those gentlemen are
Jeff Bridges in The Last Picture Show,
Leonard Fry in Fiddler on the Roof,
Richard Jekyll in Sometimes a Great Notion,
Ben Johnson in The Last Picture Show,
and Roy Scheider in The French Connection.
And the winner is Sally?
Ben Johnson in The Last Picture Show.
Thanks. Hang on. Sally?
Boy, ain't that pretty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very grateful to the Academy. I had a speech all rigged up for this, but the more I worked on it, the phonier it got. So I'd like to mention some people that has made this all possible. Mr. Peter Bogdanovich, the director of the Last Picture Show, his lovely wife, Polly, Mr. John Ford, who had a lot to do with my doing the show, the entire cast and crew, and all of the folks down in Anarene, Texas. I think they deserve a big mention. Last, but certainly not least, Columbia Pictures. Now, if you got a crew like that behind you, you can't be all bad. And now what I'm about to say probably will stir up a lot of conversation around over the country. There's something I'd like to leave in everyone's mind throughout the world. This couldn't have happened to a nicer feller. Thank you.
The tradition of the Academy has been that last year's male winner presents the Oscar to this year's female winner. For reasons beyond our control, that is not possible tonight. So speaking for myself, I confess that I cannot say that a Matisse is better than a Picasso, but this I do know. They are both products of struggle, training, and above all, very special gifts. And so, it is with the players nominated tonight. I read that line wrong. And so it is with the players nominated tonight. For Best Performance by an Actress, the nominees are Janet Sussman for Nicholas and Alexandra, a Horizon Pictures production, Columbia. Julie Christie for McCabe and Mrs. Miller. A Robert Altman, David Foster production, Warner Brothers. Jane Fonda for Klute, a Gus production, Warner Brothers. Glenda Jackson for Sunday, Bloody Sunday, a Joseph Janney production, United Artists. Vanessa Redgrave for Mary, Queen of Scots. Hal Wallace, Universal Pictures Limited production. May I have the envelope, please? The winner is Jane Fonda.
Thank you. Thank you very much, members of the Academy, and thank all of you who applauded. There's a great deal to say, and I'm not going to say it tonight. I would just like to really thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm pleased and I'm very honored to be here. And you all look swell, and that's the end of my speech. Now, can you flip them over for me, because I didn't say what I was supposed to. The 5 gentlemen tonight who are nominated for the Best Performance by an Actor have earned that honor by following all the rules that all the great actors of all times have tried to do, and tonight is just another splendid night. They are Mr. Peter Finch in Sunday, Bloody Sunday, a Joseph Janney production, United Artists. Gene Hackman in The French Connection, D'Antoni Productions, 20th Century Fox. Walter Matthau in Koch, a Koch Company production, ABC Pictures, presentation, Cinerama. George C. Scott, In the Hospital, a Howard Gottfried, Patty Chayefsky production, in association with Arthur Hiller, United Artists. Topo, in Fiddler on the Roof, a Mirisch Cartier production, United Artists. You have the envelope? Are you guys as nervous as I am? And the winner is Mr. Gene Hackman.
That's what it says. Thank you very much. I just want to start at the beginning just for a second and say, sitting out there next to Barbara Harris reminds me of my first acting scene ever was in New York, and the gentleman sitting in front of us when we were doing that scene was my acting teacher, and I just have to mention his name, George Morris, and I want to thank him. Also, Mr. Billy Friedkin, who has already received his prize tonight, but I have to thank him because he really brought me through this when I wanted to quit. And Eddie Egan, who you all know, Mr. Phil D'Antoni, Roy Scheider, Roy. And last, a young lady who I met in New York many years ago, Miss Filippa Maltese, and she brought me uptown. Thank you.